Hi there, my name's Jody Bell. I'm currently in the Child and Youth Worker Diploma program at Mohawk College. I'm in my final and last semester, so I'm getting ready to graduate very soon, which is very exciting for myself. So today I'm going to just be talking to you about my portfolio and some of the different revisions that I've made and whatnot, and I'm going to go through it with you so you can see how successful I have been throughout my last 3 years. So, first, I just want to show this here would be my original resume, which is the 2 pages. And that was my one revision that I needed to make after presenting it to my fellow classmates. I was able to go through and see that I needed to update a few things. I was missing a few of my different jobs. So currently, actually going off of that, I'm working for the City of Hamilton as a program leader as well as a skilled instructor. So as a program leader, I'm responsible for different planning of activities, running them, implementing them with the kids, as well as just kind of working alongside with other staff, which is a great opportunity for myself. As a skilled instructor, I teach different sports at a higher level to different kids. So when looking at my portfolio, I will just kind of have it. I'm just going to move the camera a little bit for you. I will have it where you're able to see everything. So as you can see, this is just the front cover page of what you would see for my portfolio. And as I said, my name is Jody Bell. So in my portfolio, I have a few different sections set up. I have the statement of originality and confidentiality, my work philosophy, as well as career goals, resume of my updated resume that I've done. I have my different skill areas, letters of recommendation, as well as a list of professional memberships, awards, OAC, community service, academic plan of study, and then I just have the biography and my references. So we'll just go through page by page together just to see all the different things that are in mine. So like I said, at this first part here, we're able to just see my statement of originality. So everything within this book belongs to me. It has my contact information so that at any time anyone is able to contact me if they were wanting any further information or to copy any of the information within the book. So then we just go into my work philosophy here. So this just talks about how my work philosophy is I'm a very hard worker. You don't get things without working hard. It takes effort to get everything. I'm very big on the fact that things don't come easy. You have to work for them. So just I'm a person that believes in working hard and believing in everything that you do. So thinking that you can do something, go for it, work hard, you'll be able to do it. That's one of my big work philosophies. As we go on, my career goals, which is very interesting. To achieve my honors bachelor degree in child and youth studies, as well as to achieve my diploma in autism and behavioral science. So currently, actually, I'm getting ready I just accepted the program for autism behavioral science at Mohawk, and I will be starting that in September, which I'm really excited about. And then maybe at a later date move on to my other goal of the honors bachelor degree. So my my cover letter just has to do with talking about how I'm a third year, I'm a hard worker, and I'm really excited for all of my different adventures and would really like to be a part of whatever team I could get a part of to be able to use my skills that I've learned throughout the last 2.5 years, or almost 3 years now, at Mohawk in their Child and Youth Worker program. So just my resume quickly, I attended Bishop Bryan Catholic Secondary School for my high school, as well as I did a general arts and science program within Mohawk, and also on here is my child and youth worker, and soon enough I'll be able to add on my autism behavioral science through Mohawk, which is very exciting for myself. As stated before, I have my skilled instructor, as well as program leader, followed by a few other different jobs that I've had in the past. In here now I have my volunteer experience. As you can see, I have quite a few. So I'm able to put the Village of Wentworth Heights, which is a nursing home, but I also get to use my different skills that I've learned throughout being, throughout the programming skills that I've learned within the Child and Youth Worker. I put Hats Off, which is where I did one of my second year placement. Memorial Stony Creek, which is an elementary school, is where I did my first placement. As well as I've volunteered with coaching within St. John the Baptist Elementary School in Hamilton. Immaculate Heart of Mary I did when I was in the General Arts and Science program. I volunteered within the kindergarten classroom just to gain some additional experience within classrooms and working with children. So for my skills area, one of my really big skills is my programming. I find that to be one of my big skill assets. I'm very good at programming on the fly. I don't mind if it's individual or group. Whatever situation I'm put into, I can usually come up with an idea of something and create it to be therapeutic and very beneficial for the client that I'm working with. So I'll read off. So body mapping was one of the ones that I did with one client. Worked extremely well. Able to kind of identify different things that he was feeling while he was doing work and why he was becoming frustrated and maybe things weren't going so well for him. So there's my body mapping as well. Sorry, the binder is just sometimes hard to hold. The emotion tree, that also was a very good one for myself. I was able to do the emotion tree. Everybody was to get different leaves. We had one big tree all together. So each person would write an emotion that they felt. So if I was feeling happy, glad, and maybe excited, I would put my 3 leaves up on the tree. We'd have them all up there. And then we were all able to talk about the different emotions, which is great so that if you do have the really happy, good feelings, that's awesome. You get to find out really good things about the client. But then if you had a client that said, I'm mad, I'm sad, and I'm frustrated, you're able to maybe work with them to figure out different skills that they're able to use when they're feeling those emotions. A bullying program that I did, I'm just going to go through this last one here, and then I'll just show you the few, is where you draw on a very large piece of paper a mock person that everyone would be able to bully and make fun of, but showing every time you do that, you rip off a piece. And then once you tape it all back together, you're able to see the cuts and the ripping marks, which are the scars of bullying, and how if you bully someone, you still are able to see it even if the person is fully back together. It's just the scars of bullying will always be there, even if you try to repair them. So I just had an anger management program, getting to know everyone, a respect program, communication, which is a really big deal, so I've done a lot of programming around that, different stress programs, an integrity program, which was really good, just being able to show integrity and do all those kind of things for kids. Healthy eating, being able to teach people healthy eating, doing like a red light, green light program of red light foods, yellow light foods, and green light foods. So green light, eat a bunch of them, so your fruits and vegetables. Red light foods are your junk food, like your chips, your candy, all that kind of stuff that we shouldn't eat that much of. Moderation. And then your yellow light foods, which are your breads and your pastas that you don't want to eat a lot of, but it's not that bad to have them. This here was just a Glee program that I did, and it's just talking all about different working together as a team. Another bullying program, some more bullying programs, and whatnot. As stated before, I coached volleyball, football, soccer, basketball for St. John the Baptist Elementary School for 2 years. These are a bunch of just letters of recommendation from past employers as well as placement opportunities. So I have one from my current boss, and the next 2 are from my placement supervisors as well as the classroom teacher. This was from my summer job working for Horizon Utilities. I have one from the head manager of my department, as well as the head manager from Atratech in that department. When I worked at Bolorama, I have a reference letter, as well as when I worked at Kiwanis Boys and Girls Club, I have a reference letter. And when I did a co-op within the Red Hill Family Center, which is a daycare subsidized, so there's a lot of different behavioral things, great opportunity that I had, so I was able to work within there. As well as I have one from caring for an elderly woman, which was really good because it did teach me responsibility and whatnot. This is just my professional membership. So here I have a certificate. I received this, and it has to do with just early childhood education. So it was a great opportunity to learning experience for me to gain with working with kids. I was a student of the year for volunteering experience within Wentworth Heights, which was an awesome opportunity for myself. This here was when I did the YMCA Jobs for Youth. I was able to receive that from the YMCA. I got a director's award within religion, and that was just when I was in school. As well as just the award that I received, the OWECTA Teachers Award. This just shows the start of where programming started for me, being an LIT for the city of Hamilton. This here, just quickly going through this last little bit, is an employment recognition, so just showing great community service. As well as I have my first aid. This is just some additional first aid for myself. I have it through the Red Cross as well as St. John's. I have my high five, which is a programming technique that shows just the 5 things. I've also added in here, as just an additional thing, is my WMIS training, which is a great thing to have just to understand different chemicals that you're working with so that no one ever is to get hurt. This here are just some letters to talk about all the community service that I've done. So this here that I just flipped was the St. John's, as well as here we have Wentworth Heights, as well more Wentworth Heights and St. John's. So great opportunities. In this last section here, academic plans, I've inserted a copy of my transcript just to show my achievements and my grades of how I've succeeded and how proud of myself I am. There's a few hiccups and bumps, but I was able to work through them, which was a great opportunity, and I think I'll be able to use that when working with clients. This just shows the additional red seal here is how I earned my high skills major within high school, which was a great opportunity as well for myself. I received a high skills major in child and youth studies. That's just showing my high skills major, as well as I received an award from the MPP just for community service and working within the community. The last few pages that I'll just show you are all the different people that are mentioned in my portfolio, which I'm very grateful for all that they've done to help me, teach me, and whatnot. And for the last page, my references are Jamie De Silva, who is the recreational coordinator for the city of Hamilton, as well as Carrie Stonehouse, who is the recreational coordinator, but now has moved on to aquatics coordinator, and Jim Stinson, who is the underground lines manager for Horizon Utilities. All of these people have been a great asset to helping me learn, teach me all different things. Throughout this entire portfolio, I hope you got to know me a little bit better. I was able to not have to do much updating from the last time that I had done my revisions because I had revised it just before I had my placement interview. But updating my resume all the time to keep it up to date and to be able to do the best that I can. Awesome. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great night.